Dang, gotta breathe. Man, that's top that one, Bill.
I thought those girls were fun.
Oh, yeah, they were fun, all right.
Other than they left me hanging a while.
Yeah, well, they were all fun. I mean, that was entertaining. I hope y'all could hear us out there. All right, Bill, back up here with us on a regular on the program, mainly talking about closings, but today we'll talk about something a little different. You take DUI, stuff like that too, or just mainly?
Yeah, I do DUIs, uncontested divorce, adoptions.
Now, when you say
probate.
uncontested divorce,
Right. Yeah.
how many? I've been.
Right.
Shut, Tom. I've been through several of these
Right.
ordeals. Not one of them has ever been uncontested.
Right. Well, I mean,
You save money, I know,
yeah.
doing that.
I do both contested and uncontested, but I do a lot of uncontested divorces, it seems
Now,
like.
what exactly is an uncontested?
Well, a lot of times people will call and they've worked it out. They've been separated for years. You know, usually one person's moved out. They've moved in with somebody else, and they've already have cars in their names. They already live in different residences, and they're in an agreement. So
Okay, that old advice you used to get in the old days when you get divorced, don't be seen with another.
right.
Is that out the window now? Does anybody even look at that anymore?
No, I think the judge considers that. I think if you are the breadwinner and your spouse has sacrificed to raise the kids, and you're the breadwinner, and then you go on after 10 or 15 years, you go on and resume your life and get a girlfriend or something, I think that does have an effect on the judge determination of fault. And if the judge thinks you're at fault, then you'll probably have to pay more in alimony. And so I do think it does have an effect. But lots of times people are, you know, they're both working, and they just decide to separate, and they both live in separate residences, and then they don't get a divorce.
One of the things I've been kind of keeping up on lately is in the old days, if you got divorced and you were the dad, it was the 99% of the chances the mother got custody of the kids.
Yeah.
Is that changing a whole lot these days?
I think my personal opinion is if the children are younger than 5, the mom's going to get them. I think after that, the dad's got a lot better chance of joint custody. You know, a lot of times people will go ahead and separate, and they'll go ahead and decide how the custody should be. A lot of times, like the dad will move out and leave the kids with the mom. And if they go ahead and kind of decide it on their own, then when you get to court, the judge can say, well, this is what y'all been doing, I'm just going to do the same thing.
Why does it take, and I don't know what it is like in Limestone, but in Madison County, I know that if you don't have the highest priced attorney over there, it could be 2 years before you can get in court on a divorce.
You know, I try a few cases over there too, and I file motions, and they just don't even hear your motions either. You know, you'll file a motion for an immediate hearing because there's something immediate going on, and they don't hear anything. And I don't know why it is over in Huntsville that it takes so long. It's just so many people over there, I guess, and they don't have enough judges to do it. And over here, I think the judges do a lot better job of getting hearings in there, immediate hearings. We have immediate hearings all the time. We call them a pending delight hearing pending the final hearing. But over in Huntsville, it's unbelievable. It really is a big difference when you go over there.
Now, I'm assuming you always meet with just the one that you're representing. You never meet with both of them together. And I bet you hear some horror stories.
Yeah, I sure do. Oh yeah, I hear all kinds of stuff. Everything out there I've heard.
So it being a divorce lawyer, ain't that kind of tough?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Some cases you get emotionally attached to, and you can feel their pain, and you know, statistically, one of the worst things you can go through is a divorce. And you know, of course, I think a death in the family and losing your job. But if you have more than two of those things happen to you a year, then you're a candidate for, you know, a nervous breakdown. So these people. I
felt up good.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'll leave you hanging. So divorce and closing, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your main.
Yeah. Well, I do.
Now, is it free consultation on the divorce?
Yes, it is. It sure is. A lot of people, when you do real estate closings, it kind of plays into probate work. So I do a lot of probate. If you have You know, if you have a will.
Explain exactly what probate is.
Well, you know, when you have a will, you have to probate it. You go. There's a court called probate court. We have a judge that runs for probate judge, and so when there's an estate, when somebody dies,
You're looking at a guy reference.
that's right. Yeah.
2 weeks, but I legally and officially was in it.
I think you would have been a good judge.
Thank you. You don't have to be a lawyer to be a judge.
That's right. You don't. Not the probate judge.
Not
You
that
don't.
Charles ain't doing a great job.
Yeah.
No worry, I am not going to run
Right.
against you when your term is up.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
Oh, you're doing a super job.
But if you have a will and somebody's died, or even if you don't have a will, a lot of times you have to probate the will or administer the estate. And that involves presenting the assets and the debts and everything to the court. And you've got 6 months period of time where creditors have the opportunity to file a claim against the estate. So if you inherited something from a relative, it's actually not yours until you've probated and you've waited the statutory period of 6 months before creditors have filed their claims.
So basically, Bill Mathews, attorney at law, east side of the square, downtown Athens, Alabama, go by and visit with you.
That's right.
Whew. Man, it's been a tough day. Football season is here, finally. You're getting ready. All right, Bill, good to see you up here, man.
Okay.
Hey, don't forget.
That's right. Yeah.
Look up. We'll be back just a second. Y'all hang on. Hey.
Local and loving it.
Okay, net 5. Only one's left versus safe set. Net 5. Only one's left versus safe set.
Hey now,
So how's it going today?
it's going pretty good. We're dirty.
Yeah, no kidding.
I like it though. Yes, awesome. Love it.
Get it over, T. Jamie Cooper. What's up, hey?
How come y'all ain't dirty?
We ain't been in yet. We ready to go in.
I want some right there so I can get in the mood.
Versus BD. The Stallion versus BD. And that was video from last year. Bill, your daughter's in it, isn't she? And Shut Up's daughter be them. And so your son's in it. All right, so they'll be down there tomorrow over at right there at the high school. So go by there tomorrow. That was video from last year. They got 90 teams signed up this year. Now, the only reason they wouldn't have it tomorrow in case it's storming. Right now, I think it's just rain. We had the pleasure going we shop a lot down across from the high school over at Hometown Market. 5 locations, one near you. Weekly specials come out every Wednesday. Locally owned and operated, so they are super folks. Well, they got these little buggies in there where little ones can shop. This was Maddie's first time to have her own shopping cart, and the heavier it got, the harder it was to go. But y'all know Maddie, she's fired up and ready to go. Here she is shopping. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll see y'all next week. Maddie, slow down. Maddie. Maddie. You got to go back the other way, huh? Go back to Gigi. Turn around. aren't you? You're only gonna get a few things.
I am, but bananas are on special in your smoothies. I'll freeze them in their drink. All right.
Back this way, Maddie.
Come on, this way. Follow me. Come on.
All right.
Okay, all right.
Maddie, slow down.
Slow down, Maddie. Wait, look. Maddie, wait. Here, put this in the basket.
When you wake up in the morning, you know just where it's at. Everybody says he's a real guy.